I never did invest too much money anywhere. I'm not an investor, I'm a gambler. I invest my money in the bank though.
Benny the Cowboy Binion, the last gangster of Fremont Street. Benny Binion, born Lester Ben Binion in 1904, was a Texas bootlegger and gambling czar. During his early criminal career, Binion was involved in illegal moonshine distilleries throughout the Dallas-Fort Worth area and quickly expanded his business to include gambling and the numbers rack, where he apprenticed for a local casino operator. As with most successful criminals we come across, their rise to success is determined by their connection to the corruption that exists in law enforcement. Through this organized corruption, Benny was juiced in with the local sheriff's office due to his contacts and personal close relationship with Deputy Sheriff Bill Decker. Juiced in or not, Binion was the quintessential cowboy. The nickname Cowboy, given to him by his criminal cohorts, for his reputation of handling business disputes with a gun, cowboy style. Establishing a successful network of floating dice games, Benny was said to corner the market and eliminate all of his competition by fear or force. The established network of dice games was now under control of the Southland Syndicate, in which Benny was its undisputed leader. Benny early on saw that, although illegal, gambling was considered a harmless vice, a theory reiterated years later by Marlon Brando's character Don Vito Corleone in The Godfather.
Instead of gambling, which they regard as a harmless vice.
The idea of it being a harmless vice was just a facade, as Benny would find out in 1931, when he was charged out with a knife by a deranged criminal cohort of his, Frank Bolding. Benny, reacting as a man fit for the moniker Cowboy, stumbled back and began opening fire, killing Bolding, cowboy style. Most certainly a set of life-changing experiences for the average individual. Benny was not deterred. He pushed forward, and in 1933, Benny had a complete stranglehold on all policy rackets in the Fort Worth area. After a solid reign as the king of illegal vice in Dallas, 1946 brought in many changes that would directly affect Benny's business. A changing of the old guard, a raging gang war, and pressure from the Chicago outfit under then-boss Al Capone was more than enough for Benny to see the writing on the wall. Dallas was too hot. It was time to head west. Las Vegas. Hey everyone, if you're enjoying this video, please click the like button below and make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Now let's get back to Corruption Connection.
Benny's first venture into Las Vegas came in 1946 when he opened up the legendary Horseshoe Casino. An instant success due to its high gambling limits, Benny eventually opened up a second casino on Fremont Street, which still bears his name to this day.
Binion's, as you can see here behind me, was Benny's headquarters for the next half a century. It was here where Benny cemented his position as the king of Las Vegas gambling. Some of his most innovative ideas on how to get people through the doors are still used in Las Vegas to this day.
Being the visionary that he was, Benny was the first to introduce high limits, $2 stakes, free drinks, limousine rides, and casinos equipped with carpet, which ultimately led him into his most lucrative racket yet, the World Series of Poker. In 1970, the World Series of Poker was established, and its first event was naturally held at the Horseshoe Casino, Benny's joint, attracting the likes of poker greats such as Doyle Brunson. Benny had now surpassed his hopes in shedding his past as a gunslinging, bootlegging gangster, and in his eyes, and many others, was now viewed as a generous, good-hearted, yet no-nonsense casino boss. However, Benny's rise to the top of Las Vegas royalty would not come easy. His ascension was marred with murders, strong-arm tactics, and tons of corruption. One would think running a successful gambling empire in Las Vegas during the 1970s 1970s that Benny would have had to cross paths with this man.
Anthony Spilotro, Tough Tony, Tony the Ant.
Tony Spilotro, a Chicago outfit mobster who had a vicious reputation for violence and had a stranglehold on vice in Las Vegas.
The reputed leader of Las Vegas operations for the Chicago mob walked out of Cook County Jail this afternoon with his brother and 2 attorneys. 44-year-old Anthony Spilotro.
Tony Spilotro was known as the man out in Las Vegas. Spilotro was only 5 feet 5 inches tall and 150 pounds, but he was considered to be a crime syndicate heavyweight.
Despite the Ant's fearsome reputation, it was said that he never encroached on Benny's territory due to the fact that he greatly respected and feared Binion, who at this time was in his 70s. According to the previously mentioned poker legend Doyle Brunson, he credited his close friendship with Binion as being the reason he survived his dangerous encounter with the maniacal Spilotro. It is rumored that Benny was many times asked what he would do had Spilotro had walked into his office. "I'd shoot him right in the fucking head," Benny would reply. Throughout the years, Benny would face threats from all sides, including a rival gangster's thwarted plot to drop a bomb on his house using an airplane. Aside from the ever-present mobsters, cheats, and conmen that wanted a piece of his business, Benny never folded. The senior gangster was able to outlive most, if not all, of his enemies and died from heart failure at the age of 85. Benny Binion's wild and crazy life had come to an end. Benny's name and legacy still live on today in downtown Las Vegas. The name Binion's is lit up in bright yellow lights right above the entrance to the casino he built. It located center strip of the famous Fremont Street experience.
So, did Benny achieve his goal on becoming a fully reformed gangster? What's your opinion? Let us know what you think in the comment section below.
A gambler is an over-energetic person. He's not a weak person. He's the best hustler in the world. But if he's weak, he couldn't be that kind of hustler.
Thanks for watching. I'm your host, Tony Handsome, and this is Corruption Connection.